Ava?
It's my boss's whipping boy, Manny.
It's my boss's...
It's my...
Ava, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh, yeah, like you're going anywhere.
I can't find my driver.
Manny, do I have to explain your job to you again?
Yes.
Well, the Manuel Calavera that I know picks up people in the land of the living.
Dead people?
Preferably. And he brings them here and tries valiantly to sell them the best travel package they qualify for. If he sells them enough premium packages, our hero will be free to leave the land of the dead. Until then, he and I are stuck here, having the same conversation over and over again for eternity.
Well, enough about me. What's your job like?
Like babysitting, except I don't get to watch TV.
So what did you do in life to get stuck here?
What I did back in the fat days is none of your business. You know the rules.
What if we just skip town tonight? You and me, baby.
Well, thanks for the offer, but we'd never make it out of the city alive.
But...
In one piece, I mean.
I bet I could get you out, if I really tried.
Oh, Manny, look at you. You're a trapped soul and you don't even know it.
Why do some clients qualify for better travel packages?
They led good lives.
¿Qué traes? How do you define a good life?
Better than yours and mine.
Just one more question about my job.
Manny, you know what to do. Stop playing dumb just to flirt with me.
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks. Domino's door is locked. I've gotta get this work order signed.
So this was the first scene in the game that we ever actually did with some test assets. So I had, this is when I was proving out, okay, yes, we can do this. It was this hallway scene. We had Manny up, running up and down. We had the security cam, kind of camera switching. We had text on the screen. We had animations. We had geolocation of the sound relative to the camera. The typing was down the hallway. And we had Manny running up and down. It was a really good test scene, and it kind of came to it at the very last second. Like, literally, I was compiling code as people ran in the room because I had a awful bug. But this was sort of like proof that, yes, we have all the elements to make this work. This was the first scene ever put together. And Manny, notice in this scene, Manny hardly ever clips behind anything, and that's partially because I didn't have Z-buffers working yet. But it was good enough that when people saw it, like, they were really impressed, and I was kind of surprised because I was like the new guy at LucasArts and was kind of half-assing my way through this and somehow made everybody really impressed. So I thought, at that point, I thought, okay, we can do this.
I don't know how to pick locks that way. That won't help it get signed. My computer gives me instant access to our database of deadbeats. I couldn't play this card there. Ah, the old files, the old clients, the glory days when people died with dignity and Domino Hurley didn't exist. My computer gives me instant access. Here's Celso's file. That walking stick was too good.
Jesus, watch of your Fandango.
I love pneumatic tubes. If you ever read articles about old New York. Tubes were 16 inches in diameter.
Ah, the old files, the old when people died with dignity, and Domino Hurley didn't exist. My boss is always giving me these. They bought the farm, now sell them the cows. Stuff like that. This end cabin is where I hang my cloak. Nothing in there but my cloak. I don't want to mess up my blade. I don't want to mess up my blade. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
So this was the first scene in the game.
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. My scythe. I don't want to mess up my blade. I don't want to mess up my blade. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. This deck of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so am I. And I've got fewer suits. No parking. Klein car pickup only. Oh, I sold so many car travel packages when I was first starting out. When did I lose my edge? We can't operate cars. That's how they keep us from skipping town. Hey, what's going down, clown?
You back off, suit. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
Okay, a cat.
No problem. Ta-da! Some of my finest work, don't you think, Sparky? Some of my...
Looks like some sort of crafty mind. It's a squeaky little kitty. Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Well, walk through someone else's tent, all right? Do I look like a turnstile to you?
Some festival, huh?
Yeah, pretty busy. My carpal tunnel syndrome's really acting up.
But you don't have any tendons.
Yeah, well, you don't have a tongue, but that doesn't seem to shut you up now, does it?
Could you teach me how to do that?
Well, since you're a beginner, why don't you practice the first step?
Which is?
Blow.
Bang!
Popped another one. Lousy, bony fingers.
My kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
I don't know why we chose Robert Frost for the balloon shape either.
Oh, that was genius
Knew
because
that
of the
it
it was
would
because
be
of the
hard to make it Robert Frost.
yes, and also because I think the whole implication is that the clown is way beyond his pay grade, and he has disdain for all those around him, and so he makes shapes that his lowly
I never
audience
even thought
would-
about that being a testimony to the skills of the clown. I thought of it as being Manny being a smartass. Because he asked for it. He's like, oh yeah? Can you do Robert Frost? And then, of course, the clown does it.
But see that's a Chandler thing too, because the detective is always smarter than sort of the world that he's in. So he's teasing the clown,
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak, because he knows the clown knows what Robert Frost looks like.
Since I really didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos. The bread of the dead.
I think the camera choices in this game were actually pretty fantastic as well. I don't know who's responsible for that. Was it storyboard?
I don't like the way that eye is looking at me. I don't want to mess up my blade. scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart... That's the door to the garage.
Can you imagine actually pulling yourself up a little chain of ties that are as long as the like?
Well, that's what's great about. And then I like the view
like,
down.
He's so calm about it too. He's like, chip, chip, chip. Many stories. I mean, part of it is, I guess, he probably won't die.
He's already dead.
He's already dead.
Say, he's already dead. So it's really just.
And I was thinking, does he have the muscles to do that? Whereas, no, he doesn't have any muscles. He's just a living skeleton. How is he moving? He's magic.
His
It's
spirit
soul.
is
It's a soul.
animating. Yes.
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom. It looks like Don... This place is a mess. I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the... More junk I don't have time to look through. Memo from the desk of Don Copal. Hey! Work orders are assigned by my office and are not exchangeable among salesmen. Swapping, selling, and specially stealing work orders will result in severe disciplinary action. To all employees of the Department of Death Bureau of Acquisitions, employees who have made their sales quotas are invited to take the Day of the Dead as a holiday, as long as they make up the time lost on the following weekend. Idiota. Just thinking about Don's file system gives me a cold... No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poisoning, but... If I go out that way, everyone will know I was snooping around in here. More junk I don't have time to... No time to ransack. Just more junk I don't have time to... Just thinking about Don's file... So why don't any of the good ones get to my office? He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me. So this is where Copal sends out all the work orders. Why don't any of the good ones get to my office? So this is where... Why don't any of the... It's attached pretty well. No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poison... I'll just change his auto-response.
The computers in the game are, I think, where you can see Peter Chan's 12 Monkeys like influence, like Terry Gilliam mix of like, I don't know if you call it steampunk, but there's like a lot of analog big tube type things combined with Art Deco and old-fashioned typewriter keyboards.
Well, they had steam and punk in those days, right? But they didn't actually call it steampunk, right?
In the 90s? I think we might
They
have had
did?
steampunk back then. Oh, yeah.
Jeez. See, I told you I was from the Mad Men era.
I'm so glad they made a show about you guys.
Those are some ugly ties. I can't...
The ties, when Manny later uses the ties to cross over to the roof, he wanted to be more like a little, a little bit more, less adventure game and more sort of skill game where you had to kind of, line up the ties and throw the lasso and hook it on the thing. And I'll be honest with you, that was technically not something I was prepared to do in any way, shape, or form. It was kind of all I could do to make the rest of the stuff work. So the ties and the beavers were, and actually the shocks on the tree were all supposed to be a little bit more dynamic than a lot of the canned stuff you typically have in an adventure game. We just couldn't do it.
Looks like the boss has gone fishing. Looks like the boss has gone fishing. Aha. There's nobody in Domino's office. Domino locks his window. Fear of pigeons, probably. Shoot! Looks like the boss has gone fishing. Those are some ugly ties. I can't believe I climbed up that thing. It looks like a rope, but it's really just a bunch of cheap ties tied together. I don't like the way that eye is looking at me.
I love that mural because it's the 3 ways of traveling in the land of the dead, the car, and the train, and the boat. There's no air travel in the land of the dead. No land of the dead airlines.
The petrified forest Rubacava. Not really that far away, but to me they might as well be on the other side of the world. I shouldn't even be standing here. It's closed. Ah, the old head of the department. Way before my time. I heard he was a total slave driver. That's the door to the packing room. It's locked. Not that I have a choice, but I wonder if I'd be happier working on a ship. Then again, I'm so competitive, I wouldn't be able to relax until I was captain.
Elevator code.
Yeah.
Elevator code's the worst, man. Door code in general. Oh, there goes Dom.
So there was a door box that you would draw on the ground that would have data attached to it that would trigger the art and the.
Well, it's like the old like when you walk into a supermarket in the old days, they didn't have like a IR thing that was pointing at you. They had like a pad on the ground.
Yeah.
You would roll your cart or step on the pad on the ground, and it would automatically open the grocery store for you. And it's just like that. Like there's a little invisible box that you cross that triggers all that stuff.
And then all the fiddly bits of people step on the box, step off the box, step back on it while the doors are opening and closing, and those doors are broken for a long time.
It's my boss's secretary, Ava.
It's my boss's whipping boy, Manny. What is that?
New shoes. Ava, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripes, Ava. Just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Eva, I'm impressed. I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah! I'm driving!
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning. domino. Ew, the living still give me the creeps.
In the land of the living, the people look horrifying because of that. Have you ever seen that optical illusion where you take a picture of someone from a magazine, you cut rectangles out of their eyes and their mouth, and then you turn them upside down, and they just look like demons?
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's land of the living.
Yeah.
Bound only by the paper-thin wrapper of mortality, a soul here lies, struggling to be free, and so it shall, thanks to a bowl of bad gazpacho and a man named Calavera. Look at these poor saps. Smiles as bright and wide as the blade on my scythe. I have to say, this food looks pretty good. I can't reap hamburger, cows are a whole other bureau, not to mention the lettuce. Truth be told, I'd rather be setting this milkshake soul free. Bound on, and so it shall.
Nice bathrobe.
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you'd care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers, pop it out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait! Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
You know I'd like to, Bruno, but my boss is a real hard-ass.
I gotta be a hard-ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street. No job. No way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one. Hey, you missed a great poisoning.
Yeah, and you missed a great client. Domino came back from there with a none.
Híjole, I got a tiny little man with a mean temper and no commission.
Well, at least you don't work for one.
You know, Copal's not really in his office.
Sweetheart, I know what you're up to.
Huh?
You're trying to get me away from my desk so you can link all my paper clips together again. Grow up, darling.
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks. Ah, the big golden door to mediocre management.
A little respect for...
Why?
And you're proud of that? Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
How is he sweating without skin? So inaccurate. Try to get it really accurate with the punching. You know, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. I think that's how you do it.
Oh, is left?
You don't just do 1, 2, 1, 2 with a speed bog.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it looks better.
In my boxing history.
My grandpa used to have a boxing bag in his basement. He showed me how it worked once.
It's Domino Hurley, the sweatiest man in the office.
You gotta sweat to sell, Callie, and you know it.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore.
Hey, Callie, how you doing?
So, how'd you make out of the poisoning?
Well, let's just say that Sister Calabaza has a secret passion for trains.
You got a nun?
Hail Mary.
And you sold her a ticket on the number 9 train.
Choo-choo, little buddy. Say, how'd you score?
I got 2 nuns, actually.
Hey, that reminds me of this really funny joke.
Heard it. I want to ask you a question.
Shoot, slugger.
Why do you get all the good clients?
You're asking the wrong guy. You should be taking a good long look at the man in the mirror.
No, thanks. I don't enjoy that the same way you do. What did you do to get this job?
You mean what's my secret to success?
No, I mean, how did you screw up and get stuck here at the DOD? What sin did you commit, and how long are you gonna have to work here to pay it off?
Well, I could easily ask the same question of you.
But I don't know the answer. I still don't know what I've done.
Well, how convenient. Then, neither do I.
Can I have one of your clients?
Sure, Cal. Just as soon as I get one I think you could handle.
I can handle anything you got, especially if that's your best right jab. Is it hard to kiss up to the boss so much when you got no lips?
Hey, I got all the lip I need. I get it from you.
I want to punch you in the mouth.
Oh, no, not the Christmas party all over again.
What happened at the Christmas party?
Blacked out on the whole thing, huh? Maybe you should switch to lemonade, kid.
I want to tell you something.
Good. Go on and let it all out, Manny. There's no reason for you to be afraid of me.
You know, this used to be my office.
Yeah, I know. I found your name on some comic books in the desk.
I want my office back.
Don't worry, you'll have years and years to enjoy it after I get promoted out and you're still here.
I think you're up to something.
Yeah, I'm up to about 4 premium sales this week.
Okay, that's the end of that lecture.
Well, thank you for those words of wisdom.
I've got something else to tell you.
Let's have it.
I think we should team up. Be partners.
Oh, Manny, I would, but I'm too intimidated. I could never be partners with someone who was so much more of a man than me.
Oh, come on. I've seen your wife. Well, you sound pretty out of breath, so I'm gonna blow.
Always a pleasure, Cal.
That's some premium-looking scotch.
Have some, Manny, just so you don't forget what premium tastes like.
So there's a scene here. So there's the wine bottle there on the side, or sorry, the bourbon bottle, and there's the taking a slug of his booze, and that was actually like we had lots of math problems early in the game where we were lining up camera angles, like you mentioned, and these camera angles, if we had it off between the real time and the pre-render stuff, things got kind of messy. And so that was one of the first scenes we had where Manny as one character goes and interacts with another item in the scene, and it also has to be placed very precisely in the scene because it has to appear to be on the shelf. And it was really difficult to coordinate, he has to walk to exactly the right spot, line up to perform his animation. The cup has its own animation of flying through the air to his mouth. There's all these weird ways we handle it. I think we changed that later to handle it better, so the cup was actually attached to it. We can swap it in, but blank out the one that was on the shelf, put in the one that was in his hand. It's like a magic trick, but originally that was something we used to test it out and make it work, and I remember spending days on that and just being worried, like, oh man, we're never going to get this to align perfectly between 2D and 3D.
Look at all the diplomas.
You have to have the proper attitude to get diplomas like those, Manny.
Really? Look at all the diplomas. Really? I thought you just had to have the proper postage. That's some
Have some, man.
I think Dom would call the company shrink if I left through the window. No messages in Dom's fancy red tube. He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me. Hey, Dom. What's your screensaver password?
Get away from my computer, Manny.
Desk drawers? I don't have desk drawers.
Hey, get out of there, Calavera.
Yeah, I remember something about the mural. This would be the mural in what's that guy's name? The Nemesis office.
Domino.
The mural on the ceiling of Domino's office is there was something. I think maybe that angle wasn't planned or something in the game, and then whoever did the textures for that room put this crazy mural on there, and so it was like, oh, we have to show the mural. We have to get that up there. I remember there was some sort of fiasco around that mural.
Usually it's the other way around. Yeah. Usually artists put a bunch of beautiful work into something, and then someone turns the camera the other way and doesn't show it.
Right, exactly.
He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me. I think Dom would call the company shrink if I left through the window.
I love...
My message tube is full of nothing, as usual. Look out below. My message tube is full. My message tube is full of nothing. My message tube is full of nothing, as usual. My message tube is full of nothing, as usual. I should close Bruno's record before the black marks burn into my screen. I don't want to reread the old files. It'll just make me sad. My boss is always giving me these motive. They bought the farm, now sell. My boss is they bought.
So this was the first scene in the game.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
None of
never get out of this place. You and your fancy suits and your nose holes way up in the air, sticking your empty beer bottles down the message tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery? Huh? You think you're better than me? No. Good.
Let's see. Where am I on this? Don Copal, Domino Hurley, Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me. Let's see. Where am I on this? Don Copal, Junior Sales Associates. There she is. The number 9. One of these days, I'm gonna ride her right on out of here. It's the sophisticated and delicate hub of all communications here in the Department of Death. That red tube looks familiar. Can't reach. That wheel should open it. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge. That wheel should open it. That wheel should open it. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge. There must be something else keeping it shut.
You know, the games we make nowadays, we try to keep them real time, and the environments will come in the tens of thousands of polygons probably, but or at least under 100, I would say, at least at Telltale Studio. But here, I think we're almost unlimited, unless it crashed the machines all the time.
Yes, it was unlimited, and it was like trying to render it on your iPhone.
Well, remember, he modeled like every single nut and bolt everywhere.
That's what it was.
That's what, and they were all high res.
Yeah, I was about to say, a certain amount of this was us not really knowing, and us
close-up.
not being efficient about where we, how we set everything.
As an animator, when you open one of these environments to animate in, you have to basically throw everything away, except for the one thing that that Manny touches or walks next to or something.
Warning, fire system, do not touch. For those who enjoy no-hassle travel.
Down in QA, we got on the project way, way earlier than we ever had on any other project, and we would play the game with the concept art on the screen. But Manny was modeled and done and lit. Or, well, maybe he wasn't lit, I don't know, but he would zoom around the concept art, and it was all black and white. And that's why I was
wondering. Oh, that would be neat.
Yeah.
One of the chemicals for our packing material comes out of there. It's a nasty chemical puddle. One of the chemicals for our packing Ugh, that smell. It's a lump of our packing foam. One of the chemicals for our packing material comes out of there. Warning, fire system, do not touch. It's locked. It's locked. This sign says, I'm at the junkyard. Woo! No one in there. It's a tool. It's a tool. It's locked. Who's afraid of a little rusty wall?
Mark Hamer, I remember animating that Glottis coming out, and he had to put this thing called a lattice on his butt. And he was like,
The bread of the dead. I'll just take a little more bread to honor the dead. My kid wants enough.
Jeez.
A dead worm.
Heck, that's easy. There's no limit on those.
That's not what balloons are for. Looks like some sort of crafty mine. My kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
A dingo?
Ta-da!
Looks like some sort of crafty mine. My kid...
gee.
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Well, sure.
It's a deflated balloon. One of the chemicals for our packing material comes out of there. That doesn't sound good.
Server's down again.
What else is new? Cheerful communications maintenance staff is on the job. Hi, I'm not getting any messages. Is the server down?
This is their idea of a joke? They think it's funny? I'd like to jam their tubes with packing material. See how they like that?
Who would do a terrible thing like this?
It's those punks in the mailroom. They think this baby is going to put them out of a job. And they're right.
Just curious. How'd you get in there?
I squeezed down one of these tubes like a pixie. How do you think I got in here? Through the door, just like you.
Can I squeeze in there just for a sec?
Are you kidding? This is a highly secured area. No one's allowed in here who ain't me.
So you're saying the server is down, is that it?
The server is not down. It's never down. It's just temporarily unavailable while I'm doing some maintenance, that's all.
So how long is it gonna be down?
With a job like this, you can never tell. Probably hours.
Or until no one's around to see you sneak out, eh?
Whichever comes first.
What's so special about you?
I, sir, am an elemental spirit, summoned from the land of the dead itself.
Yeah, let me guess. You were given one purpose, one skill, one desire. Fixing pneumatic tube switchers.
No, I was created to run the elevators, but they put in those dang motion detectors and put me out of work.
You know, I really think it's clean enough.
Oh, it's clean enough to run, all right. I'm just fiddling around to be safe. You know, gotta cover my ass.
Yes, you do.
Say, chatty Cathy, I got a lot of tubes to flush here.
Hey, me too. I'll let you go.
Oh, not again. Huh? You trying to blow this joint sky high? That's a magnesium compound fire extinguisher. Spray that on this packing foam, and we'll both be riding the giant Roman candle out of here.
What? Why would they put something so dangerous in here?
I guess they didn't expect this room to be full of hazardous waste.
Hey, I'm still not getting any messages.
I'm giving you one right now, but you can't see my hand.
Not picking that up. Can't reach. I think that's the other end of Domino's message tube. If I could just get in there.
Good enough for government work.
Can't reach. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge. There must be something else keeping it shut.
I love that mural.
My kid. Do you have That's not what balloons are for. Looks like some sort of crafty money. My kid.
Gee. Well, sure.
My kid wants.
Jeez, what now?
Can I have another cat?
Did you lose the one I gave you?
No.
Well, then just enjoy it for a while longer, all right?
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Well, sure.
I don't know why we chose Robert Frost.
Really want to do that. I don't really want that red tube looks familiar. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. That wheel should open it. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge. There must be something else keeping it shut. That red tube looks familiar. Busy as ever, I see.
I'd have more work.
Ouch. Right. I te watcho.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
I love pneumatic.
I gotta stop doing this.
I love.
That's not on fire. There's no air pressure. Server must be down.
I love pneumatic.
There's no air pressure. Server must be down. There's no air pressure. Server.
I love.
Server's down again.
What else is new?
Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watcho. It's the wheel on the door. I've just locked an open door. Strange, yet symbolically compelling. That's not on fire. That's not on fire. Hey, I'm still not getting any messages.
I'm giving you one right now. Good enough for government work.
That red tube looks familiar. Mercedes Colomar, client number 9308, blah, 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 died of chickenpox, time of death, yada, yada, yada. Aha, positive attributes. Volunteered time reading stories to dying children. That's good. That's really good. I think you're it, Mercedes Colomar. I think you're the one for me. Gladys, are you loco? What got into you? That was a company car.
Oh, yeah! And it's even better company now. I'm in.
Buenos dias.
You're not the nurse?
No?
You're not here to give me my medication?
No, but I am here to ease your pain.
Guess they couldn't save me, huh?
No. But there's still a chance you could save me.
That's a lot of responsibility, Mr. Calavera. What makes you think I've been all that good?
Miss Colomar.
Meche, please.
Meche. I can see it in your face and in your file here, where it says you're entitled to a first-class ticket to... nowhere? What?
Did I do something wrong?
Not according to your bio. It was spotless. At least the part I read was.
I'm not sure I like the implication, Mr. Calavera.
Are you sure you're Mercedes Colomar?
Yes. Would you like to see my birthmark?
Sure. Where is it?
It's wherever you guys put my skin.
Anything about your past you haven't told me?
Quite a bit, considering I've told you nothing.
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Very little.
Never killed anybody?
I have to confess, I never killed anybody.
Not even a teensy bit of killing?
Maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough.
Were you a big shoplifter?
Well, they accused me of it once.
Really?
But it wasn't my fault. That puppy followed me out of the store.
Oh. Mean to animals?
Oh no, I love animals. Once, when I was volunteering at an animal shelter,
Just stop right there. Ever cheated on your taxes?
I've never paid taxes in my life.
Aha.
I've never made enough money to be taxed. You know, it's mostly been all volunteer work.
Uh-huh. Ever cheated on your husband?
Mr. Calavera, there's no ring on my finger.
There's no skin on it either.
I guess you'll just have to trust me then.
Litter?
Oh, Manny, is that the best you can do?
Work with me, Meche. Give me some dirt.
Well, I could do something bad right now, if that would help.
Wouldn't count. Sorry. I give up.
Don't say that, Manny.
Excuse me, but I have to go straighten this mess out.
Sorry to be so much trouble, Mr. Calavera.
It's no trouble. But please, call me Manny.
I'm sorry I let you down, Manny.
So this was the first scene in the...
Hey, Funny Bones! In my office! Now! You vandalized company property in order to obtain secret information so you could take your illegally modified company car and your unregistered driver and run domino here off the road! All in order to steal a client from her legitimate agent!
There's nothing legitimate about this place. You give all the good clients to Domino.
Manny, now I'm embarrassed for you.
You've embarrassed the whole office. I'm going to call the woman in here so you can apologize to her yourself. Ava, send in Ms. Colomar, please.
She left about 15 minutes ago, sir. She said she had a long walk ahead of her and she wanted to get started.
Walking? She had a ticket on the number 9. Why does she think she has to walk?
That's the best package I could find for her.
Now you see why I give all the good clients to Domino. That woman was a saint and a shoo-in for a double-end ticket that she's not going to get because you just couldn't find it. And now, because of your little stunt, she's out there, on her own, walking by herself through the petrified forest, facing the demons of the underworld, alone and unprotected. This is her reward after a lifetime of hardship and public service? Her destiny stolen by some overreaching salesman looking for a fat commission he didn't deserve! Get in there and stay put until the boys downtown tell us what they want done with you. Someone's gonna take the fall for this, Calavera, and it ain't gonna be me!
I realized how weird it was that he gets locked into a room by his boss, which I don't think is legal. But then again,
back in the 30s, you could do all kinds of stuff. Rubber hoses for cops and so on. I mean, it was just 50 years after the Old West.
Well, that's weird to think about.
Yeah.
It looks like it dispenses something called Philodent. Ooh, ick. It came out like soft serve ice cream, but judging by the smell, I think it's auto body filler. I don't see anyone out there. Hey! Is anybody out there?
So, Manuel, have you thought about what you have done?
Who's out there?
I'm you. Or rather, I was you years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm me now, so get lost. Get me out of here.
The only way out, Manuel, is to be taken back in. If you are truly still loyal to this company, declare it loudly. The management might hear and stick you right back in their fold.
Yeah? Well, I got something they can stick in their fold.
You have to try harder than that, Manuel. A man's loyalties decide his destiny.
The DOD runs a crooked game, and I intend to prove it.
You would do that? That could cause this agency a lot of trouble.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this place.
Young man, you are an enemy of the Department of Death. Welcome to the club. Salvador Limones and guest.
Where are you taking me?
To the headquarters of the LSA.
LSA?
The Lost Souls Alliance. We're a small group, Manuel. We're always looking for new soldiers.
To do what exactly?
We need help in our intelligence unit. You know Eva, of course.
Manny?
I was once a Reaper like yourself, Manuel. But I uncovered a web of corruption in our beloved Department of Death. I have reason to believe that the Bureau of Acquisitions is cheating the very souls it was chartered to serve. I think someone is robbing these poor, naive souls of their rightful destinies, leaving them no option but to march on a treacherous trail of tears, unprotected and alone, like babies, Manuel, like babies.
What's your evidence?
That's where you come in, Manuel. Or should I call you Agent Calavera?
Manny suits me fine. I'm not looking to join any military organization, Sal. I just want my job back so I can work off my time and get out of this dump.
Well, you won't even be able to get out of this city without my help. Which means, of course, you won't be able to find that woman and you'll never get your job back. When you're ready to join the cause, Manuel, come talk to me. We might be of some use to each other.
It's my boss's secretary's evil twin.
Just me, honey.
So you're not really a secretary?
I'm a spy, Manny.
Well, that's the last time we used that temp agency. Any messages for me?
Yes. Join or die.
But I'm already...
Again!
Eva, you gotta get me out of town. They're gonna sprout me.
You can't leave, Manny. We need access to the DoD computer network if we're ever gonna find out what's going on. And we can't access without a salesman like you. The computer IDs you when you log on.
How does it do that? Fingerprints? I don't have any.
Your teeth, Manny. Haven't you ever noticed your computer scanning your teeth when you log on?
I thought that was just a power search.
We need your teeth, Manny. We can't let you go. Sorry.
Doesn't Cabal wonder where you are?
Don and Domino were both locked up in Don's office with some bigwig from downtown. Some fatty in a fez.
Who is the fat man, I wonder? And how does he fit into this sinister puzzle?
How long have you been a spy?
Salvador recruited me about a year ago. I couldn't resist him. He's just so noble.
What are you working on there?
I'm trying to get this radio working so we can use it in the field, but it looks pretty hopeless. Salvador's right. We need good old-fashioned homing pigeons to communicate with our field agents.
You have field agents?
No, it's just Sal and me right now. But someday, Manny.
So, you won't help me out of here?
Sorry. I'll help you out, but not your teeth. Think it over.
I don't get it.
Nor do I, Manuel. Not yet.
I don't get it.
Nor do I, man.
Open that door, Sal. I got places to go.
Does that mean you're ready to join us?
Do you know something I don't know?
Have you ever wondered why your clients, even your best clients, never seem to qualify for the packages you know they deserve?
Yes. My last client in particular, Mechi.
Well, they all did qualify, Manuel. Especially her. But somehow, somebody with access to the files has stolen their just rewards. Their sweet hereafters.
Their tickets on the number 9?
Precisamente, amigo.
What would they do with the tickets?
A ticket on the number 9 is like a leaf of gold, Manuel. Especially to one who has died with a less than perfect record. Someone is profiting here from those that would buy their way into heaven.
But money's not important here. We all just want out.
You want to get out, Manuel, and so do I someday. But for some people, this world is all there is. They have decided to seek pleasure and happiness here in the 8th underworld, and for that, you need money.
What do you want from me?
I'm going to build an underground army of souls to fight the injustice I have seen in El Marro. Communication will become vital as the Lost Souls Alliance spreads out. We'll need messengers we can trust.
You want me to be your messenger?
No, Manuel. Our numbers are small and our agents are too valuable to risk that sort of work. History shows only one messenger to be of use to a cause like ours. Carrier pigeons.
If I grab some pigeons off the roof, will you let me go?
No, I need to raise them from birth, Agent Calavera. I need you to bring me their eggs.
You're keeping me here because you need the eggs?
Why are you still here, Calavera? Go get me an Air Force before it hatches. Now that's all the briefing you need, soldier. ¡Viva la revolución!
Have you thought about using messages tied to balloons? I can get you plenty of balloons.
Pigeons, Manuel. Bring me their eggs.
Pues, okay.
¡Viva la revolución!
It won't budge.
It opens for members of the LSA only.
It's the loose end of the rope made of ties. It's pretty long, though. That wouldn't be a very good use of this special ceremonial bread. I don't want to mess up my blade. I don't want to. It's the loose end of the rope made of ties. It's pretty long, though. The drapes are drawn. Dom and Don must still be in there. Shoot! The drapes are drawn. No use for it. Dom's office is empty. He doesn't even hide his booze in a file cabinet. What kind of salesman is he? What the? There's something glowing in there. It looks like a glowing hunk of coral. Congratulations, Domino, on your new job, Hector. I'm gonna try to guess his password. Nope, it's not Golden Boy. I'm gonna try to guess his password. And it's not Mr. D either. So much for Dommy. He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me. He doesn't even hide his booze in a file. What kind of salesman is he? What a jock. What a jock. It's Domino's mouthpiece. Ugh, Domino had this in his mouth. Hey, what did they do with Glottis? Ooh, ick. It came out like soft serve ice cream, but judging by the smell, I think it's auto body filler. Philodent. Good for dents, great for dentures. It looks like it dispenses something called Philodent. This mouthpiece is full of Philodent. This mouthpiece is full of Philodent. Wow, that made a perfect impression of my teeth, and left quite a chalky aftertaste, too. It's got a perfect plaster cast of my teeth in it.
Mark Hamer.
Can't go if people have tried, but they never came back. It's the loose end of the rope. It's pretty long, though. I wonder if that's how Domino meant it to be used.
Work at a doctor's office, and one of the jobs that I was doing, just terrible jobs there, and one of them was the roof was covered in like 6 inches of pigeon guano up there. They had a flat roof, like the roof of this building, and they're like, look, we got to get that stuff off the roof. It's gonna break the roof. There's so much pigeon crap on the roof. And I had to go up there with like this flat shovel and cut. It was kind of like cutting brownies out of a pan.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just chopping up the bird poop and just scooping it up and throwing it off the roof. And but in chopping it up, I occasionally find like in sedimentary rock, like an archaeologist or a paleontologist, I would find the bones of a dead pigeon just inside this weird brownie of guano on the roof.
Wow.
So I had my fair share of bad jobs.
So this was really a kind of therapy to get that.
Yeah, man, really, there's not enough
experience.
poop on the roof to make this really.
Well, it's hard to indicate that with the technology of the time. Kind of just like if you did wind in an 8-bit game, it just sounded like it just sounded bad, you know.
At least I got to clear the pigeons from the roof of my memories.
Ah, the pigeons obviously like this dish vent. Watch it! Get him off me! Ah, the pigeons obviously like this dish vent. look scared. I think they're actually laughing at me. They don't look scared. Back off, birds! I think they're actually laughing at me. Maybe that will scare them. Eventually. I don't like the looks of those pigeons. They might not know how much scarier a dingo is than a regular dog. They might not know how much scarier a dingo... It's a squeaky little kitty.
I always liked the music up at. I always liked the music up at the. Up on the ledge.
Me too. It's very Bernard Herrmann.
And it made
Vertigo.
me always made me feel like a little. Maybe it's because I actually have
Vertigo?
a little bit of vertigo or whatever you said. No, vertigo
Well, that happens a lot in Vertigo, the movie Vertigo, like the
yes.
Na, 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 na,
Yeah.
na, na,
Yeah.
na, na, na.
Yeah, it probably comes from that.
Like that dreamy falling sensation.
Well, I'm a huge Bernard Herrmann fan. How can you not be? He's really he was the guy who really brought kind of a seriousness of classical music to scoring. I mean, the guys before me, there were great composers before him. They were a little more sort of kind of the entertaining aspect of orchestral music, and I think he was really very serious about it.
I just take a little more bread to honor the bread of the dead. I just take a little more bread to honor the dead. My kid died. I'll have another day.
Did you lose the one I gave you?
No.
Well then,
Can I have an...
did you lose?
No.
Well then just...
Do you have any more?
So forget it.
Agent Calavera here. Why don't you help me out?
I need your teeth, remember?
It's my boss's secretary's evil twin.
Manny, this looks like a perfect impression of your teeth. We can use this as a mold to make a fake set of teeth and get into the computer system that way.
Good work, soldier. Did I mention it's been great working with you?
Ditto, kid.
Did I mention it's been great working with you?
Ditto, kid.
Have you thought about using messages tied to balloons? I can get you plenty of balloons.
Pigeons, Manuel. Bring me their eggs. ¡Viva la revolución!
Yeah, beat it, you lousy little lech pickers! You must come with me, young ones, for I am the Grim Reaper. Man, are those pigeons gonna be ticked. Agent Calavera and 2 guests. I don't want to break them. Check these babies out.
Excellent, Manuel. With these, I can breed an entire army of winged messengers. Our revolution can spread now across the land, carried on the shimmering wings of justice, thanks to you. Agent Calavera. You are a friend of the revolution, Agent Calavera. And now, let me be of service to you.
You must go to the town of Rubacaba, my friend, if you want to find your lost soul.
How do you know where she is?
I don't, but everyone who wants to get to the Ninth Underworld must cross the Sea of Lament, and therefore must go to Rubacaba to get passage on a ship. As long as you get there before she does, you'll find her. But it may be quite a wait.
I'll wait as long as it takes.
Manuel, are you in love with her?
Love? Love is for the living, Sal. I'm only after her for one reason. She's my ticket out of here. That was some tunnel. I'm all the way to the edge of the petrified forest. That Salvador really knows how to do this espionage thing with style.
That line right there, love is for the living. I'm only after her for one reason. She's my ticket out of here. That was the key line that Tony and I would always go back to that kind of identified who that character was. The idea with Manny being a Hispanic Humphrey Bogart, that line evoked Casablanca in many ways, and that was kind of just we worked on that line more longer than we should have, but it was just one of those that we just felt was important to kind of nail and help define Manny.
And you could see Pete's musical treatment of it. He kind of suspended the music and had this little classical guitar melody that had a feeling of being like a pocket in time to further highlight that line.
Right.
Yeah.
That Salvador really knows how to do this espionage thing with style. Claudes, my friend, why are you crying?
Manny? Oh, Manny! They fired me!
Me too, buddy.
You don't understand, Manny. I was created just to do that job. It's the only thing that makes me happy. It's like they reached into my chest and pulled out my heart and threw it into the woods to...
Claudes, what have you done? Oh, Claudes. This signpost seems to be pointing the way to Rubacaba. I wonder how long he can live without a heart.
I always like Glottis because he's just so pure in his. I mean, he's by definition pure in that he's just the spirit of driving, kind of like he was summoned from the land itself, and he has nothing but a desire to drive and go fast, and all his motivations are about like moving at high speed. He almost dies because he's going too slow at some point, and he has to go fast again to come back to life.
Right.
But he also obviously cares about friendship and Manny, and he's a very loyal character.
This signpost seems to be pointing the way to Rubacava. It says Bone Wagon on the side. It says Bone Wagon on the side. I can't drive that thing.